What up, everybody? Shit, we are
Uh,
back at you. Shit, we actually probably got some more fellas joining on, but it's getting late, so damn, we gonna get it started. And you already know the audience. So we gonna start talking first with this the zone Triple G shit. It actually came out today. Triple G and the zone is beefing over because they are forcing him to fight Andretti. He doesn't want to do that. He actually wants to fight Murata at the end of the year. We already know how the zone was done in the last year. They just cutting deals. They actually did it with Canelo. They actually got him out the Golden Boy contract just to renegotiate his now. So to me, I personally I don't think Triple G wants to fight anybody worth shit.
I'm gonna take it a step further, and you know what? People cannot like me for saying this. They can say I'm race baiting. They can say whatever it is. But every time there's been a situation where he's had to fight somebody that's black, that's a black American, he don't want to smoke unless it's Steve Rolls. If I'm gonna call a spade, it is what it is, man. You find a way out of it all the time, even if it's a mandatory challenger. Even if it's staring right in his face, Triple G has found a way to manipulate his way out of it every time. Do you remember? I'll fight anybody from 160 to 175. He
Then
said that, right?
yep, then
Andre
Andre
Ward said,
Ward
all right.
said,
Andre
then
Ward said,
Andre
all
Ward
right.
said, "Hey, I am here, buddy." Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nah,
Nope.
no.
Triple G is the most non-smoke wanting fighter there is in the game, bro. He only wants to fight Canelo. And if it ain't Canelo, he wants it to be a tune-up. Call it what it is. Triple G been ducking smoke for years. For years.
Nah, he will fight you if you small. Because he actually was big and wanting to fight Floyd.
Uh, everybody wants to fight Floyd. If Floyd, yeah, everybody wants to fight Floyd. I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, I can say the same thing about Canelo that I said about Triple G. And I mean, it's a payday. So at the end of the day, like, you ain't gonna turn on that payday. So
He was even hard to try to fight Cotto because he knew Cotto was smaller, but Cotto might have whooped his ass.
man, yeah. But Cotto was also another payday too, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, I guess I can't get mad at him for trying to get his chips because he's old as fuck at this point. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, though, I mean, is Andre chump change? He ain't Steve Rose. You already got the deal with the zone. You're gonna get paid. It's a title belt. You don't want to fight for a title belt, bro?
You remember all he wanted was undisputed?
Yeah. So you want undisputed? You got an opportunity. Okay, if you want Canelo, go get a belt. If you want Canelo, go get 2 belts. Go beat Andre. Go beat Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you already know how I feel about it. I call a spade. Until proven otherwise, Triple G is ducking smoke.
Hold on real quick.
What's going on, everybody? I'm going to take it over here. Let me see. All right, y'all. So if there's anybody in the chat, man, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think?
Shit, man. Yeah, man. Because if you look at Triple G, he only took the Jacobs fight because everybody thought he would knock Jacobs' ass out real quick.
I thought he was going to knock Jacob ass out. I thought he was too. I thought he was a little bit better before that fight. I thought Triple G was better. I think Jacobs really showed some weaknesses in his game.
It actually wasn't even Jacobs. It was Kell Brook.
Yeah, Kell Brook. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I thought Kell Brook was gonna knock his ass out though. That shit was so funny. Me and Jarrell was on the phone together, me and Big Cool, and we was like, "Yo, Kell Brook is whooping his ass."
I was like this. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, he was, and damn Triple G was trying to hit him with the whole arsenal and was getting his ass tore up. I was like, all right, Canelo might beat his ass at that point.
Yeah, and the thing is, if Kell Brook didn't jump up 2 weight class, because let's just be honest, like they make weight classes for a reason. He jumped up 2 weight classes for that fight, and it probably ruined him trying to chase greatness. I'll never take anything away from Kell Brook for going ahead to do that, but jumping up 2 weight classes might have been too much. He bit off a little bit more than he could chew at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Because to me, if him and Triple G was the actual same size, he would have beat Triple G ass that whole fight.
Oh hell yeah! If he was a real 160 pounder, he would have stopped Triple G in my opinion. But you know, he got to a point where them body shots was a little bit too much, and you know what I'm saying it mattered. You know what I'm saying? But and Triple G did win that fight, but like you said, man, if you ain't smaller, or that was another payday. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook was a payday. So, but yeah, if you ain't smaller, or you know what I'm saying, if the only time he won it even is if it's a payday. You know what I'm saying? But he can still get paydays and fight good fighters. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say Charlo's a payday right now.
He is a payday. I just don't understand it. I think Andre's a payday somewhat. I'm not gonna say. I mean, relative to Charlo, relative to Canelo, absolutely not. But if you're talking about comparing it to, oh, I want to fight Murata, or come on, dog, like people will fight. See, people will pay to see you fight Andre. For one, I know a lot of people want to see Andre get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I mean, and the crazy thing about it, DAZN overpays. DAZN overpays everybody. They would then pay me and you $2 million to fight each other.
Facts, bro.
They're like, oh, what? Y'all on YouTube? $2 million.
Well, nah, no. What I'm gonna say is they found a way to mess up Logan Paul. Logan Paul said, "Yeah, nah, I'm gonna take my business elsewhere." But you know, that's
we all know they ain't that smart over at DAZN. You remember how they was announcing a heavyweight fight for like 3 months? I'm just saying.
Oh man, they got the Wile E. Coyote. Ooh-wee. Now look, got the biggest. I think it'll probably end up being the biggest event of the year. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a toss up. I think Manny and Spence.
Yeah, Manny and Spence too. Manny and Spence will be. But I also look at it this way: the second Wilder and Fury fight did okay numbers. I don't know what it did pay-per-view wise. I think it did like 300 something like that.
No, the second one did almost like 9. It almost did like 900,000.
900,000. Okay, 900,000. 10 million people pirated that joint. 10 million people. So that means that means almost 11 million people watched that fight. I don't know if 11 million people gonna watch Manny and Spence.
They might. I think Manny and Spence.
It's something about heavyweights. Heavyweights just hold a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what. And all of the fighters are there. Just that event. Like, do you remember like all of the stars that were there, star-studded, and you know what I'm saying? Like the interviews. Like when we go to the weigh-ins and stuff, it's gonna be popping. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be ridiculous. You see Adrian Broner and Tim Bradley talking to each other and shit in the hallway. Like people that would have never crossed paths before. just talking to each other and interviewing. It was a huge event.
I think that Manny and Spence is gonna bring it out too, because them people in Dallas will love Arrow. So you know they're gonna travel. Manny gonna bring in that whole Asian brigade. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a scene.
Well, you've been to a Manny Pacquiao fight. We know that this is a pro Manny Pacquiao channel. So, tell me something about like how the I guess when the Asian population comes into Vegas for a Manny fight, or how electrifying it is. Because I've never been to a Manny Pacquiao fight.
I think the only one I went to was him
Keith
and Thurman.
Yeah.
And everybody knows I'm a huge Floyd fan.
Uh-huh.
And man, he walked to the ring. That Eye of the Tiger hit. The goddamn hair stood up on my arms. I said, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Oh shit! Yeah. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy." I'm like, I damn got goosebumps. I'm like, "What the hell is this?" That shit is crazy. And I done been. I mean, it is just a great atmosphere. I think Wilder Fury 1 was a great atmosphere with the bricks and all that. Spence and Mikey Garcia was a super great atmosphere. That Pacquiao Thurman that actually was a mother too. I think you got stuck
in the casino, gambling and shit like that.
Yeah.
Late at night, probably nervous as fuck.
I think Wilder Fury's gonna be super crazy because of everything that has happened. It is real storylines to this one.
Oh man, dog. We might actually see the Charlos like approach Wilder's stage.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, that was gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to be out there, man. And for the people out there, yes, I just purchased my tickets today, so I will be at Wilder Fury. So I'm excited about that. I'm still not canceling out the Spence. I'm at Spence and Manny. You got some news to talk about with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you talked about when the tickets are going on sale.
Yep, tickets dropped. Well, pre-sale started today. They didn't tell nobody. I just happened to somebody said something. Like, no, they didn't. I usually get all them alerts. Did some research. Then I found out the actual tickets go on sale tomorrow. They actually Spence and Pacquiao tickets are a lot more affordable than Fury Wilder, which also kind of tells you something a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, man. We were talking about the bigger events. Like, I really think that it's just something about heavyweight. Like, think about this, right? When there's heavyweights and there's heavyweight royalty at stake or whatever, or what I'm saying, you got multiple belts, you get other heavyweight legends that come, and you get other heavyweight legends that weigh in and shit like that. Like, and it holds weight. Like, Evander Holyfield weighed in a little bit this week on what he thought happened. And everybody, tuned in. When Mike Tyson says something, everybody tunes in. When Lennox Lewis says something about the heavyweight division, everybody tunes in. George Foreman can say something and people will tune in. So that's one thing right there too. And then it's just history, man. I don't know if we'll ever see. I'm never gonna say never, but I mean, this is the third time we're getting the opportunity to see somebody that's 6'9", who's gonna come in at 300 pounds, and somebody that's 6'7", that's probably I don't know what Wilder's gonna weigh. He looks a little bit thin, but you're gonna see two giants that can move around. They're pretty athletic. So
I think this is going to be a mixture of both fights, and it's up to Wilder to decide which one is going to be more of. Because if he can't give Fury something to think about, it's going to look like part 2 again. But
absolutely.
if he can, it is going to be a boxing match. And throughout what people think it is better for Wilder if it's a boxing match.
I think with this rematch, yes, because I think Fury has kind of gotten away from boxing. I think that he knows that if he boxes and he stays on the outside, he risks himself being on the end of that punch. You know what I'm saying? So I think he would rather smother it, which is a very smart idea. Use that weight, time up. Fury had a hell of a jab in that second fight with him stepping forward. That's one thing that I learned from a trainer once before, that a lot of people that you're fighting aren't used to you moving forward and striking with the jab. So I think he was able to use that extra weight and and being able to put some power into that jab. That's neither here nor there on what I think happened, but I do think that Fury had an excellent jab in that second fight opposed to the first one. It was more of a power jab that he used to kind of set up shots. So, Wilder's going to have to find a way to disarm that. And I think that his way of doing that is when Fury is feinting, don't fall for the feints. Really just shoot that jab to the body like he started to do, like he did in fight one. And then we saw him do traces of it in the second fight before he really got clipped. I think he had an excellent second round, even though he didn't really have his legs.
He ain't have nothing on his punches in the second round, because I watched the second round, and because you just rewatched it, he was setting up the right hand perfect.
Yeah,
it just had nothing.
Nothing.
It was like arm punches.
Yeah, and it was almost like he was stumbling the whole night from round one on. Like he just looked like Fury could have pushed him and he was going to fall back. Everything that was done, he was going to fall back. So, and if you look at his previous fights, even the first one, his legs were much stronger. So I do buy into his legs were weakened. I don't know what weakened it, but he didn't come in. He didn't come in with strong legs at all. Not saying that no, not saying that that's an excuse, because even with weak legs in round two, he was still able to kind of set him up with some shots. He still could have, which was a round that I thought he clearly won. Now he did get kind of hit in the back of the head, and that kind of changes the fight too. When no matter what he says, I think his equilibrium was knocked off, even with weakened legs. He was all over the place. So
it was like he had weak legs, and the shot to the back of the head just said, "All right, dog." If anything, that is what Mark Brillin should have threw in the towel.
You think so? I mean, to me,
I said that. I was like, "This fight's over," because I was like, "This fight's over." The way he just was stumbling in the fourth, I said, "Yeah, it's over. He's not winning this fight."
It's actually funny because he was more competitive at the time that they stopped the fight, even though he got hit with a flush right hand. He was blocking the punches, and then he landed a left hook. You know what I'm saying? It probably was one of his best punches in the last couple rounds when he stopped the fight. But, it is what it is. I don't think he had a shot in winning, but
me either. It was over. It was over at the point he got first dropped. I was like,
yeah, that body punch that dropped him was
he got through more than anything.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was almost like a push. It wasn't even like a real punch. And you can just tell, yeah. Like Jeffrey's saying, the fight was done after round 5. I think it was done after round 3, to be honest.
Yeah, to me,
I think it was done.
I was like, it is nothing unless he turned into Wolverine and actually got some recuperative powers. I was like, nah, he is done. So anything after that, I'm like, throw in the towel. If y'all was gonna throw in the towel, you ought to know as the trainer, we ain't got it tonight.
Yeah. So I'm not upset at the towel being thrown in with that. I am upset though at, I guess, maybe the chain of command. You know what I'm saying? I guess Jay in that instance, if that is what had to happen, Jay should have never been his head trainer to begin with. Jay should have never been his head trainer to begin with. And second, if Mark was such a hater, you know what I'm saying, like he was saying, he should have cut ties with him a long time ago. If you thought he was a hater, why be loyal to a hater?
To me,
unless you find out later.
To me, everybody says he should be mad at Jay Diaz. The reason I'm not mad at Jay Diaz is because I know Jay Diaz isn't a boxing guy. But that is why Jay Diaz brought in Mark Breland, because Mark Breland's a boxing guy.
Yeah. I think that Jay
No, I don't think Jay was going to throw in the towel because Wilder said never throw in the towel on him.
Yeah, Wilder told him not to do it. So, but again, like, should have never been no head trainer to begin with in the first place. But think about it, though. I mean, if you think about the formula worked for him so far, and he had never been beaten. You know what I'm saying? So why change it? But we all knew, like all of us boxing collective minds, we knew that Wilder needed to improve. Even with knocking guys out, we never really saw him improve that left hand or the left hook. We never really saw him improve on really just mobility and flexibility in his game and being able to throw any shot at any time. So Tyson Fury is somewhat right in his sense where he was saying that he was a one-trick pony. Somewhat was. And the crazy thing is being a one-trick pony got him that far. And in all actuality, I think that a lot of people had a problem with that. The fact that he was such a one-trick pony, but that equalizer was just crazy. So
to me, yeah. To me, he would show flashes of certain things, but it would never come all together.
Well, he has extreme athleticism, and I don't think he ever really uses it.
He, like I said, he showed flashes of it in the Stavern fight. I'm like,
in the second one, absolutely.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. I would like to see him do things like that more. You know what I'm saying? The ducking. He actually, he came in and he set them shots up pretty nice. So
Cause to me, that would throw Fury off. Now, this isn't me saying he is gonna beat Fury, but it is things he can do to beat Fury.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, really, I think really every time he feints,
hit him in the body.
To the body. Shoot something to the body. Every time. Every time.
Because you're not gonna headhunt Fury. For some odd reason, his fat ass gets out the way.
And also,
it's a gift. It's a gift.
Yeah, like make him. Like the thing is, like make him have to put that jab on the shelf every time he feint. Hit him in that fucking shoulder or something. You know what I'm saying? Hit him in the body. Make him have to put that jab on the shelf.
And if he's gonna be 300 pounds, I would tear his body up.
Yep. Everything. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I would be hitting him. You know what? I would use that Duran trick. Hit him on the hips.
Absolutely. If I'm Fury, my game plan is probably. I don't know if I would divvy up much. I don't know if I would change much of the game plan in the second one, because at the end of the first fight, he saw that he could kind of get into Deontay and help him make him smother his shots, and you know what I'm saying, kind of beat him that way. Kind of, beat him on the way in. He kind of saw that. And, Deontay never really corrected that. So, I mean, maybe in the first couple rounds, you kind of fill him out. You know what I'm saying? You see if he adjusts to the feints and things of that nature. And then, but, I mean, if I'm Fury, everything that worked in the second fight worked perfect.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go too far from it.
Fury doesn't have to change it because I'm going to make me change it.
Absolutely.
If I'm Fury, why do I have to change what worked perfect? If you, which is on Wilder early to hit him with something big, because if he hits him with something big, he's going to say, you know what?
I got a box. Yeah. I got a box. And I can box, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like he can't box. But Go for the layup. You don't got to shoot the three all the time. You know what I'm saying? Go for the layup. If you know it works, shit, take the point.
Yeah, I might Fury, because I believe everything Fury said in the press conference that he's gonna try to run over him like an 18-wheel truck. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe it.
it too. I believe it too, bro. I believe it. I believe he's gonna be 300 pounds. He told us he's gonna be 270 the last time. Fury. The one thing I will say about Fury is outside of the cheating allegations and whether we believe it or not, the motherfucker ain't never lied to us about nothing. He ain't never lied to us before, so why would he lie now?
Yeah, it ain't like he gonna show up at the weigh-in. Tyson Fury, 225.
Yeah, exactly. Nah.
Like, what the fuck? I think he's gonna put on that weight. He believes he can get Wild out in damn 2 to 3 rounds.
And see, my thing is, if I'm Wilder, I'm thinking, okay, if he wants to be, my thing is, I know that he's at least coming in at 270. There's no way he's coming in lighter than 270. So if I know he's coming in heavier, I gotta make him last some rounds.
Yeah, I'm moving around.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Use your athleticism, and we've been able to see some of the shades of what Malik Scott is going to implement, with that. And I like the fluidity that I'm seeing from Deontay as far as how he's able to throw punches from what I'm seeing, and really just fluid movement. That's kind of what I wanted to see.
And there's a big name also in that camp. They aren't leaking. A big heavyweight name.
So is it a trainer or ex-former
fighter? It's a big name who they got with them right now.
Gotcha. Do you know who it is? You just not leaking it?
I believe it can be either LL or GF.
Okay. Gotcha.
That is who I believe it to be. I don't know for certain, but I do know from talking to people that it is a huge heavyweight name. We already know it ain't Mike Tyson, and damn, it ain't Holyfield. But I'm gonna just say, to me, if I had to bet, it is Lennox.
Yeah, and honestly,
if I had to bet, it's Lennox.
And if you look at his body type, well, actually, it's kind of funny because, I was gonna say, if you look at his body type, he's more like Lennox, but his I could say his skill set is more like George. You know what I'm saying?
And actually, George,
I can see a mixture of both.
And actually, George said he wanted to help him, so it actually possibly could be George also.
Yep. And so Jeffrey says, Wilder's biggest problem is Tyson Fury can fight. He's a bad style matchup for him. If y'all remember, I always said he was the one guy that could beat Wilder, but that's boxing. I think Wilder beats Joshua. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think, right? Because people ask me who I think gonna win. I was like, if you want me to go with my heart, Wilder. Head-wise, if I had to bet head-wise, I would say Fury. Because he just needs to have his number.
But guess what? I don't give a fuck what people say. I will pay to watch these motherfuckers fight every time. Because, for one, I know that the promotion is going to be great. Second, I know that they're going to give us everything that they got in there. They ain't going to bullshit. They're not going to bullshit us when they fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get 80,000 people in the stadium and watch some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I
don't think the judges are gonna be needed for this fight either way.
Like Joshua and Joseph Parker, that was a bullshit ass fight.
Joshua and Ruiz too,
or Povetkin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't gonna see that. Now you're gonna see somebody hit the canvas. You're gonna see somebody hit hard. Some crowd erupt. You see all that.
Maybe Fury puts his ass out early. Totally possible. But I think one of them are getting knocked out. I am guaranteeing it ain't going to the cards.
And you know what? That's all we really can ask for heavyweights. No, really. I mean, really, that's what you really want in a fight. But you also want like the two best versions of the fighters fighting, and you know what I'm saying. Like, so I'm very, very. I I can't wait. I can't wait to be there. You know what I'm saying. But I know that you want to move on to some other stuff. I don't even know how we got this far on this fight, but
Jesus. Shit. I'm about to say we actually can skip the Charlo shit because we done spent 30 minutes on Wilder and Fury. But shit, the tank card this week. Shit, and it is only really two damn fights to talk about now. Now, actually, that the J Rock got he then pulled out with an injury. I actually like this Lubin and Rosario fight a damn whole lot.
Me too.
I think they both can clip each other.
Absolutely. And Rosario, after his last showing, he definitely has to redeem himself. It's kind of like the bowl of the Charlo knockouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Jamel knocked both of them out.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see that. You know what I'm saying? Lubin, I think Lubin has gotten better since his loss to Charlo. That damn uppercut was sick though. I ain't even gonna front. I thought it was gonna be a firefight. That probably, yeah, like that uppercut probably robbed us of a 12-round fucking firefight.
Because we don't know how. Because when the punch happened, we don't know really how the fight was gonna go. I'm like, okay, it was interesting. Then the next thing we know, Lubin on the.
Yeah, absolutely. Got clipped, man. And, I would love to see, you know what I'm saying, a rematch. So I think that this is the setup for that, I think it's the setup for that.
And I think, because especially I'm more interested in watching Lubin beat the shit out Berlanga.
Oh my God, dude. Oh, bro. Oh my God. It makes you think when you watch them, like, he just letting Berlanga throw punches. And then he just like, I can hit him anytime I want to hit him. Anytime I want to stop him, anytime I want to fuck him up. Like, I could just throw punches. And I could do him better. I could do what he does better than he can. And that's not even who I am.
And that's crazy. He really dropped them with 16-ounce gloves and damn headgear.
And it's talking shit to him, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, either Lubin has gotten really, 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 really good and improved that much, or Berlanga is just a hype job.
Sorry, Berlanga, but you got your ass whooped.
Sparring or not, bro. Like, I mean, was that the same session we saw earlier, or was that a different session?
I don't know.
It looked like it was a different session, bro.
It probably was, and damn, he whooped his ass, both of them. He beat his ass, both of them.
Oh man, it looked like he just be beating his ass the whole time. Like here's the thing, like nobody's releasing no clips of him like doing anything to Lubin. Like my buddy was like, "Yo, he looked gassed." I'm like, I mean,
who damn fault is that? And in reality, Lubin's using him as a sparring partner. So Lubin's more or less working on stuff more than trying to really beat him up.
Yeah, he's probably getting ready for Rosario. Yeah, he getting ready for that style. And we saw what happened with him though. You know what I'm saying? The jab kind of offset all of that stuff, but I think that Lubin is preparing to get into a dogfight in case he needs to. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he saw what happened to J Rock. He's like, I got to be ready for that,
Because in reality, Rosario had about a round or two good versus Jamel. It made me go, okay, he gonna have to be careful.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And then, you know what I'm saying, that jab offset a little bit of that. And, you know what I'm saying, he had to be, like you said, he had to box him. And then after a while, it just, it took its toll. It took its toll on him. And the body attack was very, very important. So, for Lubin to win, I think that he's going to have to take some of the steam off them punches by going to the body, by, trying to make him smother his shots and, just, timely offense and, just making sure that you kind of tie him up if he gets a little bit close to you.
Yeah, because you don't want Rosario hitting you clean.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
That is
He's heavy-handed,
that is not
heavy-handed,
something you want.
relentless. So, yeah, definitely. And for him, like, I mean, to me, I think Lubin has I think he has the advantages in this fight, and I think that Rosario, that's his real only way to win this fight is really if he, keeps him up on the ropes, gets in his shit, kind of throws him off. So I think that it's gonna make for an interesting fight. I tell you what, it ain't gonna be no bullshit ass fight. I tell you that much.
I don't really think you're gonna need the judges on this one either.
You think it's gonna be a knockout?
I think somebody's getting clipped.
Wow.
I think somebody's gonna get clipped. I think somebody's gonna get clipped.
Mm.
And it could be either one. If you had me, to me, if it goes 12 rounds, to me, Lubin wins.
Yeah, and that's actually my prediction. I think that
I think if it goes 12 rounds, Lubin wins. I think he's gonna have some scary moments, probably more than a few.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
odds are you aren't gonna puncher like Banana's gonna get you once or twice.
He is absolutely, and it's whether or not he can take the steam off those punches when he does get to him. If he gets to him early, it might be a long night. Might be a long night. So
Because you don't want him getting confident.
absolutely,
And that was J Rock's problem. J Rock let him get too confident early.
yeah, absolutely, and maybe J Rock fought the wrong type of fight because he got confident off of the Hurd win and being
Yeah,
able to do that. And you know what I'm saying, like, understand this ain't Jared Hurd. You know what I'm saying? This guy actually how do I say it? Hurd does a lot of smothering his punches and laying his weight on. Like Rosario's doing it to get his punches off, not to outlast you, but it's to like knock you out. I don't really necessarily feel like Hurd fights with intentions to really hurt you, but it's more so to outlast you.
Hurd
That
fights
makes
like a big heavyweight, if you really think about it.
yeah,
Hurd fights like a heavyweight. He's gonna lay on you. Then late in the fight, I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. Hurd got great stamina. I don't know how he does, but
he got a great chin too. He got a
yeah,
great chin. Great
somebody
chin.
who cuts that weight, you would think his stamina would be poor, but he damn has great stamina. He damn's gonna hold you and just get you late.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
So
if you look at a lot of his fights, Hurt don't win a bunch of rounds.
nope. He was matter of fact, Tony Harrison was smoking the shit out of him in that fight when they was fighting. So yeah, I remember that. I'm like,
Trump was
damn, Harrison.
beating his ass.
You say who?
Trump was beating his ass.
Yeah. I
Laurel
would
was
say the most back and forth with rounds and stuff was probably the Laura fight.
yeah.
But he kind of built the lead in that one. So it was like I think that's probably the best performance I saw from him. Like overall, everything, whole package. But
Yeah, that actually was a good ass fight though.
it absolutely was. And I hate to see that he regressed so much since then.
Because if you look at it, he was the co-main on Fury Wilder 1. And then that dude was beating his ass up in three stopped.
Yeah, I mean, but not to stray too far from the point, but I just think that J Rock went in confident, overconfident because he beat Hurd at that type of game, and I think that once shit hit the fan, he thought he could do it again with a different type of fighter who got more pop. You know what I'm saying? So
And I think also J Rock was looking ahead.
Maybe,
He got
possibly.
caught
He was
looking
looking
ahead.
ahead to get that. He was trying to get that. He was trying to get, you know what I'm saying, the other Charlo. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He
So
was looking ahead, and sometimes you can't. Hell, you actually never look ahead in boxing. But yeah, I'm. But to me, I actually think somebody's gonna get stopped personally. But I am gonna go with Lubin with the win.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Lubin. I'm gonna go with Lubin. Unanimous 12. I think that it'll probably end up being that type of fight that we were talking about. Maybe, on the ropes, in the phone booth a little bit. I think that attrition will start playing into, maybe they play a little bit more careful in the beginning, and then attrition sets in, and then they get to the point where nobody can knock nobody out. But I think Lubin probably banks more rounds because I just think that he has more skill. So
Me too. Now to the main event, Barrios and Tank. This is a super duper interesting fight
yeah,
because a lot of people feel Tank is cherry picking. I don't really look at it as a to me. It isn't a cherry pick. Everybody's saying Tank's going after the secondary title, which pisses me off because technically the super belt is the secondary title. There was no damn super belt 10 years ago.
yeah, facts.
Super belt's only there for these sanctioning bodies to get extra fees.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's even rules to damn have as the damn super title. You actually have to be unified. Every, everybody's not supposed to have the super belt. It is only a special occasion. So all this, it is a secondary belt. Canelo fought um Felden for the secondary belt, and then now he's unified. So I don't want to hear shit about the secondary title. The damn regular belt is the actual belt.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just glad to see Tank get back in the ring. I think that Mario Barrios is going to be, I think it's going to be a hell of an event. I think that they're matching up Tank perfectly, to get the type of crowd, set up for one of those big fights down the line. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, you just got to think about the type of demographic that they're trying to build for him. They're trying to get the Latino fan base for him. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get that, and then you can kind of set up a fight with, what I'm saying, Ryan Garcia or something down the line, and that's a huge fight. That's probably what they're setting up next. He's probably gonna hurt that kid, but that, what I'm saying, like,
I ain't gonna lie, because I damn hate Ryan Garcia, so I love to see that fight.
yeah, absolutely. So, and this is Showtime pay per view, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want you to pay attention to something closely because I looked this up when I was looking up the card and looking up who's in and who's out because the J Rock fight got pulled. DAZN wrote an article on it and they were pumping it. You know what I'm saying? Pumping this Showtime fight. Which, why would you pump a Showtime fight, or why would, like, maybe I don't know. I've never really seen it before. Maybe I haven't paid too much attention to it, but I'm thinking that they do have something down the line for Tank and Ryan Garcia.
Which is interesting because Golden Boy's about to leave the zone for damn Triller.
Mm.
But everybody knows Ryan Garcia ain't too happy with Oscar either.
Huh. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? So, but that still don't answer the question as to why DAZN would be, what I'm saying, writing articles on,
Yeah,
or really putting out articles on Tank and Mario Barrios. So remember, Tank said this a while ago, right? Didn't he say that the deal was already done?
yeah.
I think Ryan Garcia is next. That's just my hunch. I think that this is a fight, and not to take anything from Mario Barrios because I think that he's going to come to fight. I think he's going to try and, you know, put on the show, and I think that there will be some moments that he comes in and he hits Tank because Tank always get hit. Let's just be honest. Tank always get hit. Tank is another guy with a chin, but he gets hit to set you up with something later on. You know what I'm saying? Like he's kind of he doesn't get enough credit for being able to put together data and stuff himself too. Like He knows how to shoot that damn left at different angles. Like that uppercut is phenomenal. But he hit hard with both hands. But yeah, I think
Because I was watching the replay of when he knocked out Leo. He let Leo get two good ones
right hands in, and then
to land his one.
and right before he's about to hit that third one, right up underneath for that uppercut. I saw it too. I was like, "Whew, oh my god!" And Leo thought he had him though.
Mm-hmm, he did.
Those shots he hit him with, they were tough shots. And I think that Leo thought he had him hurt. And he was like, all right, I'm about to go back for it again. Nope. Right up underneath. So I think that we're probably setting up for another one of those knockout wins. Probably, more than likely.
I think the thing I wonder, what if he can't hurt Barrios?
You mean like Charlo?
Yeah. What if he can't hurt Barrios? Now you in a different situation. Bigger, long.
I think he'll hurt Barrios. I think he will. I think he ends up hurting everybody. I think he hits too hard. I think he hits too hard for that weight. For them low weights. He hits too hard.
Barrios, it actually was on the Spence and Porter undercard. Barrios was kind of getting his ass whooped in one of them fights.
Uh-huh.
I was like, because we always like Barrios lost his fight, but they gave it to him.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, even in the Gambo fight, we thought that Tank had a horrible showing because really, in all honesty, his stamina was the issue. I think since he's gone out to Vegas, I think that's changed. I don't think that he's the same fighter. I think that he's going to be more in shape. You ain't got to worry about you probably ain't going to have to worry about well, we got to figure it out tomorrow with his weight, if he on pace, and I hope that he is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think him being out there training and, being, a little bit closer to Floyd and stuff has been good for him. I think he's going to be a better fighter. I think he's going to be better than he was in the Leo fight.
I think because all he has to do is train. He's not in them B-more streets.
Yeah, stay away from that damn trouble out here. I'm not saying out here because I'm not in Baltimore, but I'm closer to Baltimore than he is. So, yeah, I think. But yeah, my hunch is they setting up the Ryan Garcia fight, and that's going to be. Like, when is it? It's June now. Ryan pulled out of that fight. He pulled out of that. So if he goes unscathed, do you think we possibly look at a September?
I don't know, because I know they want to give Plant Canelo, but actually, it actually really don't matter what else shit. It's the same company. Odds are you would give Canelo the nod because he's the biggest star, but to me, Tank and Ryan's a bigger fight than Canelo and Caleb.
Absolutely, absolutely, it's a bigger fight.
Caleb, I ain't your damn team Plant, but Ryan and Tank are.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Hold on, fix him. Yeah, totally agree with that, man. But you know what though, bro? I'm trying to think because YouTube right now and the subscribers and the Instagram followers and stuff like that is kind of running boxing at this point. And Ryan Garcia is pretty much in bed with the Pauls and all of those guys. Do you think that this could possibly trump that Canelo Plant fight? Because we know that they want to give him the nod, but I mean, who the fuck knows Caleb Plant outside of us? Everybody knows who Tank is at this point.
Everybody knows who Ryan Garcia
is. Yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting. I think I'm going to see how it goes. Me, I'm gonna pick Tank to win.
Tank will beat the hell out of that kid. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Tank's gonna try to kill Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. So it's just a matter of. I think it's just a matter of where Oscar and him are. If he's still under Oscar, Oscar doesn't want that fight to happen. Hell, they didn't even want Fortuna to happen. But the zone might be like, look, man, look.
And it wouldn't shock me if Al hit up Ryan. Hey, come on over.
Come on over. We'll set you up with a fight, and then we'll get you. You know what I'm saying? We'll set that one up later on down the line.
Yeah, that would be like this. We'd let you fight Leo.
Yeah.
That would be a perfect setup. Like, you like who did better? Even though I don't think Al would do that with Leo.
Shit, I got Leo beating him, dog. I mean, depending on how he recovered from that knockout, shit. Leo looked good against Tank. That was just a good ass fight.
It was.
Honestly, that was the best Leo I've ever seen. That was probably the best Leo I had seen.
Yeah.
He was fighting for something. He was fighting for his dad. So he came in.
I didn't think Leo was gonna look that good.
Me either. And it's not anything that Tank did. You know, it's not that like I think that he was just, you know, Tank came in and, you know, Tank showed some weaknesses. I just think Leo looked good.
Me too.
So, I mean, what time is it? Yeah, I got a hard stop, man. I got to get ready.
Yeah, I think we went over on your time. Shit, but we did.
It's all good, man. We got some good talking there, though.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of weeks for Charlo, because the Charlo could stand on card. Then we'll be back the very next week, of course, for Fury Wilder 3. We're gonna be hot coming up.
So is the Charlo Castano fight, is that gonna be for the Freedom Belt 2.0?
No, that shit.
We know race don't count, but hey.
That damn belt pissed me off. I swear it did.
But yeah, we can talk about that. I mean, damn, we didn't even get a chance to talk about it, but we'll get to talk about it soon enough.
Yep, everybody, man. Thanks for everybody joining in, and hopefully on the next show we got more people, but still a great show.
Absolutely, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Big Jeff, Big OG Jeff, appreciate you being in the chat, big boss.
Yep. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.